question is what, do you think? Anybody? Oh, dang it. Didn't have to say this. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. So, as a math teacher, what do you think the question that I get asked most is? Huh?
Is it easy?
Okay, that's one of them. Is it easy? But what do you think? What do you think more students? I've been teaching math for 24 years. What do you think the question I've been asked more than anything?
How do you do this?
No. When am I ever going to use this? Okay. I get asked that more than any other question. Okay. When am I ever going to use this? Okay. The thing about the Pythagorean theorem is it is actually useful. Okay. I've used it so many times, especially with around the house projects, building things. Okay. I use the Pythagorean theorem so many times because sometimes I need to find a length of something and I don't want to measure it, or I want it to be exact. Make sense? So this is as your title says, this is using the Pythagorean theorem. And this is 2:14:22. Okay. So my objective here. Okay, see how I left a space there for your objective? Okay. My objective is to learn practical. What does practical mean? Ways you can apply it, right?
Yeah.
Learn practical ways to use the Pythagorean theorem. Okay? Practical ways to use the Pythagorean theorem. In other words, we're going to learn how to apply it to something in real life, right? Okay, everybody got that? Okay, you're going to need your calculators today. If you don't have them, if you need to borrow one of mine, please do so. Bless you. Hey, Shemaya, will you do me a favor? Will you go ask Mrs. J if she's done with my calculator? She borrowed a few of them. And just ask her if she's still using them. Tell her it's fine, but if not, we're going to use them today. Okay, let's start with that first example that you see, okay? A professional ice hockey rink is 200 feet long and 85 feet wide. What is the length of the diagonal of the length? So let's first kind of envision what we're talking about here, okay? First of all, what is a hockey rink? What shape is it? Just like a soccer field, just like a football field, what shape are they?
Rectangle.
Even a basketball court. They're all rectangles, right? Okay, so if we kind of envision what we're looking at, I'll just draw it. This may not be perfect, but
Hockey rinks has a round bottom.
they're kind of rounded, but I think the actual dimensions are supposed to be rectangular. Okay?
She said she put them back.
Oh, she did. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's take this. Okay, if this is 200 feet long, what's that going to represent here? This right here, right?
Yeah.
So 200 feet, okay? Fill this in on your example part, okay? And then it says it is 85 feet wide. So where's that 85 going to go? Right here. And what are we trying to find? It says the diagonal of the rink. So we're trying to find from where? From, hang on a second. Can't access those things on the side. Sort of. Okay. Did it move much when you guys were watching? Did it move this way at all?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. Or that way. All right, so if I'm trying to find the diagonal, okay, That means I'm trying to find from one corner to the other corner, right? So I'm trying to find from here to here, right?
Yeah.
Well, do I have enough information to find that without measuring it, without going out to a hockey rink and measuring it?
Yes.
I do. Why? Because what is formed here? What is this thing? This is a right triangle, right? So essentially, what am I trying to find? What is this side that I'm trying to find? A, B, or C? This is my C, right? Which means what is this?
A,
This is my A, or my what?
B,
It doesn't matter, does it?
no,
Okay.
only C.
So what am I going to do now? I'm going to take these and what? First thing, remember how many steps did I tell you you're going to use to solve a Pythagorean theorem problem? 6, right? The first step is to what? Write my formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. What's my next step? Fill it in, right? So this is 200 squared plus what's B? 85 squared equals C squared, right? That's step 2. How many steps did I say? 6, right? What is step 3? What is 200 squared? Somebody tell me what 200 squared is.
40,000.
40,000. And what is 85 squared?
7,200.
Okay, if I put those together, that's 1, 2, 3 steps. If I put these together, what do I have? If I combine those two, what do I have? Anybody?
47,000.
Thank you. So how do I, and is this saying that this hockey rink is 47,000 feet across? What do I still have to do here? Find the square root of this. And if you find the square root of that, what is it?
217.3.
Okay, so we'll say 217.3 is about C. Now, why did I put about? Because is that an exact measurement? It can't be exact because 47,225 is not a perfect square, right? Right?
Right. Yeah.
Right, okay. So this is about 217.3 feet, okay? You see how we were able to use the Pythagorean theorem to find that, right? Okay. All right, let's look at the second example. Let's look at the second example. All right, so if this dude has a kite, okay, and if we drew a line straight down from that kite, it would be 30 meters long and 25 meters away from this kid, right? So if we want to find out how long is this string, if this is the end of the string, what do you think we can do here? We already know that we're trying to find what?
The string.
C, because C is already given to us, right? So what is 30 and 25? What do those represent?
A and B.
A and B. Let's do this one as B or this one as A. Which one?
38.
Okay, so we'll make this one A and this one B. Again, first, how many steps? How many steps?
6.
Say it. How many steps?
Six.
6. How many steps? 6 steps. What's step 1?
Right formula.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. There's step 1. Okay, what's step 2?
25.
Plug them in, right? Okay, so 30 squared plus 25 squared equals C squared. 30 squared is 900. What is 25 squared?
625.
And that equals C squared. If I put these together, what do I have?
1525.
How many steps have I gone through? 4 steps, okay? Now, some number times itself equals this, so I'm going to find the square root, 1525. What is the square root of this?
39.1.
39.1 is about C. So this kite string is about 39.1 meters, okay? Now, you should have an idea in your head, okay, what if I had gotten 29 right there? Would that make sense?
No.
Why would it not make sense for that to be anything less than 30?
Because Because that's to add up to 90.
Think about it for a second. Noah?
C is the greatest.
Because C is always going to be my longest side in a right triangle, right? Okay, so if it's not the longest side, then I did something wrong, okay? Make sense?
Yep.
All right. Does everybody have that written down? We good? Okay. Are these notes helpful? Do it this way? Okay. All right, let's try one more here. Okay, this one's a little bit different, okay, because I'm given some different information, right? I want to know how tall the tree is, okay? So if, let's just say this is a shadow of a tree, okay? And from here to here it's 7, from here to here is 18, and I want to know how tall this tree is, okay? Well, the first thing I have to find is where is the right angle formed? Because this could get confusing. This could say, someone could easily say, well, 18 is A and 7 is B. And then I just find H because that's C. But is H actually C?
No.
No. Why? Because where's my right angle formed?
The right angle is at the stump of the tree.
Right angle is right here, right? Okay. So technically, even though this says H, what is this? Is this A or what?
It's
A or B, it doesn't really matter. Let's just make it B. That means this is A. And why is this C? Because it's what? It's the longest side. And I know it's the longest side because it is opposite of where that right angle is. That right angle is here. Okay, neither one of these can be longer than that, right? So again, how many steps?
6.
How many?
6.
6. So what's my first one? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. What is A? Come on, what is A? It's right here, guys. What is it?
7 yards.
7 squared plus, I don't know B, so that's B squared. And what is C squared?
18 squared.
18 squared. What is 7 squared?
49.
What is 18 squared? Okay, so a little bit different. I'm on step 3 here, but this one's a little bit different. Why? Because I have to get B by itself, don't I? What's keeping B from being by itself over there? What is this? 49. So what do I do with that? Let's get rid of it. I'm left with B squared equals, what's 324 minus 49?
275.
What is it?
275.
275. So what do I need to do with this?
Find the square root.
Find the square root of 275, which is what?
16.6.
So B is about 16.6 what? Yards. So that tree is about 16.6 yards tall. All right?
Yeah.
Does this make sense?
Yes.
Is this difficult?
No.
Not at all. Okay? Not at all.